In the sparkling setting of one of the largest consulting firms in the United States, a simple black concierge, Elias Thompson, wandered in the shadows of San Diego's skyscrapers. Every day, he pushed his cleaning cart through immaculate hallways, indifferent to the gaze of the employees and executives who disdainfully ignored him. What no one knew was that Elias was not the simple janitor they believed him to be. When his true identity was revealed during a meeting, the shock left everyone speechless. Get ready to discover an incredible story. Everstone Consulting, with its glass walls reflecting the azure sky, was the temple of corporate power. Inside, employees dressed in expensive suits rushed from one point to another, their eyes glued to screens, devoid of any humanity. It was a world where Elias blended into the background, invisible, a silent witness to the excesses and surrounding arrogance. Yet behind this impassive face was a man who saw everything. One day in a hallway, a familiar voice rang in his ear. "Another spill in hallway 7. It was Mr. Wilson, another maintenance worker, always tired. Elias nodded and headed to the designated spot, hearing the snickers of a few young employees. One of them sneered, "These guys just clean up our mess." Elias felt a dull pain at hearing this harsh truth. His years away due to health issues had made him realize that he needed to act. Upon returning, he had hoped to find a company founded on values of inclusion and innovation, but the reality was quite different. In the cafeteria, while executives lunched indifferently, Elias struck up a conversation with Rosa, a dedicated cook. "So, how's it going here?" he asked with a mix of curiosity and compassion. "Same as usual," she replied without looking up from her sink. "We work hard, but no one sees it." Her words resonated with Elias like a punch to the gut. He needed to understand the extent of the problem before he could change it. That evening, as he cleaned the hallways on the top floor, he passed by the main conference room. Inside, 3 executives discussed a cost-cutting plan as if the people behind the numbers were merely statistics. "This plan will allow us to cut 20% of the expenses related to support teams," one of them explained with a satisfied smile. Elias, who had dedicated his life to building a respectful work environment, felt his heart tighten. These leaders treated people like Rosa and Wilson with disdain, ignoring the fact that they were the true backbone of the company. The next day, as he pushed his cart, Elias ran into Thomas, the young security guard. "Hi, how's it going today?" Thomas asked with a friendly smile. Elias replied, "Better now that I see at least one person here capable of being kind." Thomas chuckled shyly. "As my mom used to say, it doesn't cost anything to be nice, but here it's a foreign concept." These exchanges rekindled hope for change in Elias. Days passed, and with every hallway he cleaned, Elias sensed the lack of empathy in an environment he had dreamed of as collaborative. CEO Laura Grant imposed her presence like a looming cloud. Every time she entered a room, the atmosphere became heavy. During a meeting, he heard her say in a cutting tone, "We're paying bonuses to these people and all we get is mediocrity." Elias was horrified. How could she reduce these individuals who had dedicated their time and energy to mere pawns on a chessboard? As he continued to observe, he realized that Laura's voice resonated like a call to action. He needed to rediscover the spirit of Everstone that had prevailed at its founding. In the tranquility of his modest apartment, he revisited a list of values he had established 2 decades earlier: collaboration, respect, innovation. These words, once vibrant, now seemed outdated. But Elias knew it was not too late. One morning, while cleaning the main hallway, he saw Laura and Marcus, the operations director, deep in discussion. "These people need to understand that if they don't deliver, they're out," Laura said in a chilling tone. Elias, on edge, felt increasingly angry. Technical support, essential for the company's functioning, was reduced to a burden. He had to act. But how? Later, he found Rosa in the cafeteria. "Have you seen Kevin today?" she asked, looking worried. "That poor boy looked downcast. His bosses have no respect." Elias, moved by her words, realized he was not alone in his struggle. The company he had passionately built needed a wake-up call. That same day, as he cleaned the hallway, he heard Laura berating her employees again. "We need results, and fast." Elias, at his wits' end, decided it was time to reveal his true identity. Fear and uncertainty would no longer stop him. This was not just a matter of pride, but of human dignity. The next day, with renewed determination, Elias attended the executive meeting. His heart raced, but he knew he had to speak. Eyes turned toward him, surprised to see a simple janitor stepping forward. "I am Elias Thompson, the founder of Everstone," he declared in a firm voice. Faces froze. Their expressions of indifference vanished, replaced by shock. This moment would mark a turning point. Elias shared his vision for the company, a vision that advocated inclusion, respect, and innovation. He spoke of the values that had inspired its creation but had been betrayed. The room was in turmoil, and the executives realized they had neglected the true essence of Everstone. What had begun as a simple observation transformed into a revolution. Employees, once invisible, were now at the heart of Elias's concerns. His passionate speech breathed new life into the company. The cold walls of Everstone became a place of collaboration and innovation once again. Magic unfolded, and Elias's spirit merged with that of the company, restoring hope to everyone. Thus, the simple concierge became the catalyst for monumental change, proving that even the quietest voices can resonate powerfully when passion and truth converge. That day, Everstone Consulting found its light again, and Elias, the unexpected hero, remained etched in memory as the one who dared to challenge the status quo.